going on today.
Okay. Was the president aware of the Attorney General's decision to name a special counsel to oversee the investigations into former President Trump, and is there any reaction from him to that decision?
So just first, I can just tell you, no, he was not aware. We were not aware. We are not involved. We have not been aware about this particular investigation. But again, we were not given advance notice. We were not aware of this investigation.
And any reaction from the president?
No reaction. Again, this is going to be up to the Attorney General, up to the Department of Justice.
Thank you. Thanks. Just first, really quick following up on what you said about the special counsel. Even if the president wasn't aware ahead of time, I'm sure he is aware now. Can you provide any details about who informed him today, when he learned of the news, how he learned of the news today?
Again, I'm just not going to go beyond. I know you're asking me about the president specifically. I've not spoken to him before coming out here, so can't give you details on that. I'm assuming it was a senior member of his staff would most likely have let him know about.
Former President Trump reacted to this news in an interview, calling this the, quote, worst politicization of justice. He said that this was an unfair and political decision. I'm wondering if you have a response to that.
Look, I will say this, and I've said this many times before, we do not politicize the Department of Justice. That is something that the president said during the campaign. That is something that the president said in his early days of being in the White House, and that continues to be true. We were not involved in this particular issue. We are not involved in. We were not given advance notice. Again, I would refer you to Department of Justice on any questions on this. The president has been very clear that we'll politicize the Department of Justice.
Former president's announcement this week have any bearing on the current president's calculation in his decision as to whether he's going to run again?
So again, Hatch Act going to be. The president has been very clear that he intends to run. The president, as you know, has taken great pride in making sure that his administration looks like America. Just hold on here. I'll go through them. First, a record number of female governors were elected in this year's midterms. Maura Healey from Massachusetts and Tina Kotek of Oregon were elected the nation's first openly lesbian governors. Wes Moore will be the first black governor of Maryland. We have the first Gen Z member of Congress, Maxwell Frost of Florida, who is also Afro-Cuban. And in New Hampshire, James Rosenier is the first trans man elected to a state legislature. Delia Ramirez will become the first Latina to represent the Midwest, and Alex Padilla is the first Latino to be elected as a U.S. Senator from California. And lastly, the four largest cities in America, New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston, are each going to be led by an African-American mayor. There's more progress to be made